Does everybody have a fun fact? That, like when I start this, y'all gonna
make some shit up.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Kitsie.
Okay, well, Kitsie, Katie, go first.
Well, I haven't even called on anyone yet.
I'm already unprepared.
Johna's melting down. Like, I didn't know there was going to be a pop quiz.
I didn't
Every single show.
I didn't
Just
study.
give me an F. I'm running out.
I didn't study.
I didn't.
Mom, call me in sick.
Pow, pow, bang, bang, ching, boo, boo. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, starring Katie.
Hello. I totally forgot my fun fact in the last 5 seconds. I was too busy making fun of Johna. Sorry.
Welcome back to Katie.
Yeah,
Bing,
okay.
bing, boom, ching, ching, pop, pow. Producer Johna.
I have 8 nieces and nephews.
Ooh, that's
a lot.
It is a lot.
Dang.
I know.
I've never counted.
I have to keep up with their birthdays. That's how I know.
Oh, so
and our favorite paranormal friend, Kitsie.
You're a ghost now.
My fun fact is I've been put on a budget on Amazon.
Aw.
Wow.
Do you know I banned my parents from Amazon?
I should be banned.
The Amazon
Stop
put
it.
you on a budget?
No.
You're
My husband.
Your
put
man.
me on a budget.
I banned my parents because they buy with one click and it goes to my credit card.
Oh.
Yep. So
yeah,
they're banned.
that one click is so easy.
It's so nice.
Last night I'm sitting there watching Sabrina. They're at a carnival. I'm
Hang
like,
on just a second. Boop, 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 choo, pop, pop.
Boop, boop, choo.
My name's KJ, and my fun fact is my husband lied to me about getting CBS All Access, and he's had it for a whole month and didn't share it with me
Wow.
until Picard.
Dang.
Ouch.
Way to throw you
I don't
under
know.
the bus.
So anyway, there's that.
Was it
so we have
worth
to
it?
pretend like we don't like
Yes,
patches
okay.
now?
No, we can like patches.
Okay.
But
I'm
Oh,
getting
cool.
word that it was worth it.
all right, talk to me about your band.
So, well, last
And your
night
band.
even, I was just sitting there watching Sabrina. They were at a carnival, and I collect vintage hand-painted signs
Yes.
with
and
a theme.
also spooky stuff.
Yes. But the theme of my signs is summer vacation. Nobody
Okay.
knows this but me. But they were at a carnival. I'm like, I need a hand-painted carnival sign immediately. Granted,
Yeah.
I spent too much money on eBay last night, but that's when I got put on my hold with Amazon.
Oh.
Was this before or after like your Metro bathroom update?
Oh, after.
I do like that, by the way.
Thank you. It's the underground bathroom.
I'm
if
really
you
into
will.
it because it's got maps and stuff. I
Nice.
love maps.
So this wallpaper, real quick. I know we're on a time crunch.
All right. Boop, boop,
Welcome
choo.
to the Interior Design Podcast.
It's time to get kind of nerdy about wallpaper. Choo.
Well, you know those hot twins that are on like the channel?
Property Brothers.
Property
Yes.
Brothers,
There's
yes.
a third one.
Jonathan
He's a
and
goth.
Drew. I don't think he's
Really?
goth
Yeah.
anymore.
They're triplets?
There's a third
No,
one.
No.
no, he's
Oh,
not a
just-
triplet.
okay.
He's
There's a
just
brother.
the other brother.
He's like the fourth Jonas brother.
Okay.
But he's the third property brother.
And apparently he's goth.
So he's like
Or
that
I don't think he is
Hemsworth we don't
anymore.
really talk about.
Yeah.
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 Well, they make wallpaper, the hot twins.
Ooh.
Oh.
And
Is it them?
They make everything. They have a whole collection
Is
of
it
like Kohl's.
wallpaper of their faces?
I would buy that.
I would
I
have
would
bought
buy
that,
that.
but no. This particular wallpaper is maps of London.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
it's pre-sticky wallpaper. You don't have to use the goop.
Oh, I hate that.
They are the best.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I need you to write
And
them a thank you note.
I'm going to. And
Do
you
it.
can pull it off and put it back on.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Wait
That's
a second.
amazing.
It's
Game
like,
changer.
It's like
Like
wallpaper
stickers.
fathead. Because that
Pretty
that's what
much.
fatheads do.
Wow.
Mhm.
I was
like
thinking
stickers.
contact paper, but I just really showed my age
Oh,
by saying
wow.
the words contact
That's
paper.
what. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
I know
with
what
you.
that
For
is.
a second,
Paper.
I was like, Kitsie, they have had that my entire life because my grandma used to change out her wallpaper all the time. But it was contact paper. Yes.
What's contact paper?
So grandmas, back in our grandma's days,
Yes.
you'd put contact paper on the shelves in like your kitchen cabinets.
Oh, like to prevent scratching
I don't know why.
I
or
don't
to
know.
decorate
It
the
was-
shelf.
I mean, it was.
We used to do
was
that in my
Like that
house.
floral stuff that's always inside the shelf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yuck.
But it was actually like paper, so it didn't last very long. Like it was sticky on one side, but it was it was paperish, so it always ended up ripping.
Yes.
Like, it
My
did-
grandma had some of that in her
Did she?
cabinets. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now you
I
guys
remember
know
fondly.
future trivia questions what contact paper is.
There we go.
Alrighty.
We're going to have some trivia coming up with Katie in case you want to do grandma trivia.
Kitsie already wins.
I got this. 1, I'm a grandma. 2, I know everything about my grandma.
Can we start? Because you mentioned Sabrina. I'm only one episode in.
I'm only on episode 3.
I'm not done
Only
yet.
episode 3.
Katie, where are you?
Haven't even started season 1.
I knew it.
Wow,
Yep.
how rude are you?
Unacceptable.
Katie
I
always
heard
goes
it's real
against
good,
us.
but I like to wait 6 years until it's no longer relevant and then explore it.
But what if Sabrina's on and it's still on in 6 years?
Well, then I have to start where I started with Supernatural, like 12 years behind.
I did that too.
I did that too. Don't worry.
And then I skipped ahead to the parts I cared about and then stopped watching it.
Are you going to...
I just burped in the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
Producer Brad will edit that out.
Thank
We're
you.
all on separate tracks, so your burp is singular. It can be just completely like it never happened.
If he wants to leave it in, I'm not going to be offended.
You gotta auto-tune it, make it sound cool.
All right, so I've seen one episode. Jonna's seen 3. Katie's never going to watch it.
I think
I
I
might.
have 1 left.
You have one left?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
All right.
Sabrina
You are
is
ready.
my jam.
It's great.
I've been trying to
right?
watch it, but my mom keeps trying to talk to me while I'm watching it.
Oh,
Your
you have
mom
to
does
pay
that
attention
too.
this season.
I know. So I'm like, Mom, can you
Your
not
mom
talk
does
to me?
that
Thanks.
too.
Yeah. I think it's like a mom thing. Yeah. Like, I'm really into this show, so they're just going to talk to me for 20 minutes about
No, it's whenever you're sitting there and you're watching something,
You're
they'll
so
sit
into
down
it.
next to you. So, how was your day and whatever? So you pause it and you're like, okay, I'll talk to you. And then it kind of trails off and you go back to click play. Oh, and another thing. And you know what? And then they get mad that you keep pausing it to talk to them. They're
My
like,
mom
go
will
on.
literally be like, I don't want you to stop watching your show. You don't have to pause it. I'm like, no, I literally have to because you're going to keep talking to me.
I can't do both.
This is why I watch Netflix on my laptop in my room.
Kitsie,
God.
do you do this to your children? Like, if Zach was listening right now, would he be like, yep, that's my mom?
No,
Yeah.
because I got so into my children's programs, we would all just keep quiet.
Nice.
Oh.
Like,
that
I
like?
was into Zoe
Right.
101 at like age
I
27.
love, oh my
Yes.
God, what a jam.
iCarly 28.
Oh yeah, loved it.
I'm like,
Carly was miss.
Spence is on. He's
Right.
so cute.
Jerry Trainer. He's great.
I don't, like,
He's so funny.
I totally
Well, I'm
missed
sorry,
that
y'all are
part of
missing Freddie, but like, move on
Freddie. Who's Freddie?
from iCarly.
From
Is that
iCarly?
what his name is?
Nathan Kress.
Yeah.
His real name is Nathan Kress. His name was Freddie on the show.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I totally missed this part.
Was he the chubby
of
kid?
Pop culture.
He was the
No,
boy.
that was Gibby. Gibby was the chubby
Gibby
kid.
was the
Freddie
chubby
was
kid.
the camera guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the token
kissed
boy
both
on a
of
girl
them.
show.
I know.
Right?
Awkward.
Such a
How
weird,
juicy can
such a
this
weird time in the
Nickelodeon drama
iCarly
get?
atmosphere, man. Everyone was so shook. We were
Y'all
like, what's
remember
happening?
Big Time Rush? I remember.
I love the Big Time movie is on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it later.
All right, youngsters.
Sorry.
So you're almost done with it?
I am almost done. It's not my favorite season.
I've heard that. You know what? And now, like, you know, I'm one episode in, and I'm kind of less enthused about it.
It's real jumpy and,
Is it?
and like
Jumpy,
John-
like I'm going to be like, jump scares.
No, like you really have to pay attention or you're gonna miss some stuff.
Whoa.
Some shit.
Stuff. Some stuff.
I had to watch one episode, the end of one episode, like 4 times, and I'm still not sure how this happened.
Sometimes I have to Google things just so I can pretend I understood it the
Yeah,
first time.
I give it one rewind. I didn't understand that. No, okay, move on. If I don't get it, then I Google it later.
My go-to is IMDb's synopsis page. Like, what is happening?
And there's far too much sing-alongs going on in this episode. I'm not a
Now,
fan.
wait a minute. I like
I'm here
sing-alongs.
for it. I love it.
There's a musical?
It's
Kinda.
musically.
As
There's
someone
Well, I
who
mean, because
likes
I've seen
musicals.
they've got the band going.
The band's fun, and they
Okay.
play some like
They play some
90s
jams, man.
rock,
Jams.
teenage angst
Yeah.
shit,
All
It's
I've gotten
great.
from them so far is My Sharona.
which was awesome.
It was
I
great.
loved it. And then the cheerleaders are singing, "It's tricky,
Tricky.
to rock around," and
Yeah,
I'm like,
they do sing It's
okay.
Tricky.
Tricky,
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah.
And then Auntie Hildy starts singing later on. I'm like, people just talk.
It's like Legally Blonde the musical.
I love musicals. This is the
hate
best.
when TV shows go the musical route.
Oh, you would have hated My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. That whole
Probably.
show was a musical, and it was on for 4 seasons, but I
Can't
I
lived
remember you
for it.
telling me about that. I'm like, wait, they just
Lived.
sing all the time?
Yes, it's amazing.
No.
There's a new show out like it now. It's called Zoe's Playlist or something like that.
Oh, yes.
I want to watch that. Looks so good.
I almost started watching it on accident.
On accident.
Because
whoops, my
I
finger
don't know.
slipped.
Like I clicked on something on YouTube. You know, you go down the YouTube hole.
Yes.
Every day.
Been there.
I was trying to watch. I was actually trying to watch the. It sounds very boring, but there was this interview with some directors, Martin Scorsese and a bunch of directors, and they were talking about
Boring.
his comments about Marvel, and he was sort of clarifying. Yes, I know. But all of a sudden, in the middle, like I hit something on my phone, and all of a sudden,
it's like Illuminati murder videos.
I was watching Zoe's extremely awesome playlist or whatever it is. I was like, wait. I thought it, you know, sometimes it'll go to commercial in the middle of a YouTube. No, it was the pilot episode, and it was just playing, and I watched it for
rabbit hole did you dive down?
I have no idea. I don't know how
we must have really different recommended videos because mine's always like top 10 murders of 2019.
Mine's all this place is haunted.
Right?
Here's proof.
Or it's like Illuminati murderer ? Oh yeah, I want to know. Tell me.
I don't get on YouTube very often. All my YouTube recs are from my nieces and nephews.
You're the YouTube age.
I know, but I don't get on there very often. My nieces and nephews use my YouTube. So it's like Ryan reviews or watching people play some video game that I don't know anything about.
Oh, I watch a lot of those too.
Like,
watching people
I'm like,
play
this level's
video
way
games.
too hard.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
That's
it.
what they
Watch
do.
someone else.
They literally watch somebody play video games.
Are people
like,
still paying to watch your son play video games, Kitsie?
Yeah.
He hasn't done it in a long
he
time.
hasn't?
Either that or I'm not getting notifications.
Okay. I'll just never forget the day we were working a show, Celeb Photo Ops, and he walked in that morning. We're all exhausted, and he's like, "Someone paid me $300 last night," and it happens. Honestly, it was the first time I'd ever even heard of that, and I spent the entire day, like every time I saw him, I'm like, "Explain to me again what you were doing. Do you know this person? Did your dad give you $300 last night?"
So if anybody's listening, if you could let me know if. God, I don't even. Stitches is his name on Twitch. STYCH.
That is so cute.
IS, I think. Let me know if he's still playing because I don't know.
It's a whole big thing. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he had no idea who this guy was. He just said he didn't do anything really spectacular. It was just all of a sudden some guy gave him $300 for playing video games.
One of the guys I love to watch, like he doesn't even like he plays the games and stuff. But my favorite part he does is like these deep dive lore commentary documentaries where he like takes it apart and talks about all the backstory and how things interconnect like a big web. And
so he's
like,
playing, but he's telling you stuff as he's playing.
Yeah, it's like the whole story behind the story, and I'm all about it. It's so good.
It's like the director's commentary.
Kind of, yeah.
The director's
so like he does
cut.
it for everything. So like one of the games that I went back to and played this week was Fallout New Vegas because it's fantastic.
Oh, hang on! Shoo, pow, pow, ding, ding, wow, whoop, 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 it's time for Katie's gaming update.
Yeah. But that's what sparked it is I was scrolling through my recommended videos and it was Dead Money DLC lore documentary, and I was like, oh yeah, tell me about it. So I sat there for 8 hours and watched his whole playlist.
And he told you all about it.
He told me all about it.
Like what was?
It's like an 8-hour DLC, so it's downloadable content. It's extra part of the game that you can pay for.
So
like
you
8
had
extra hours for the game. He dissected it for 8 hours.
So you hadn't played that part of the game?
I have many times, but I like to watch the videos too. So I'm like, oh, I remember that. I know that.
Now, at any point when you were watching that, were you like, I wish I could give this guy $300 right now? What?
If I had $300 to give, because I don't, but like, I think he does a really good job of researching and of like piecing things together and kind of looking at the big picture. And I think he puts a lot of effort into it, and I think that's worth rewarding. If it was just like, I'm playing a game and I'm good at shooting things, then no.
Have you ever been listening to this podcast and been like, you know what, I should give KJ $300 for that?
I accept money.
Same.
KJ
So
might not,
no,
but
she
I'm a
does
charity
not
case.
think that.
Maybe only for the Dick's Insider card.
I would definitely pay for that card.
I'll give you a discount on that.
I like buy one and frame it.
Okay, you guys, I cannot explain the Dick's Insider Savings Club again. Please go back
but
and
I love
listen
it so
to the
much.
episode before this and the episode before that. And
So many
Any
episodes.
episode that you can find where we're probably talking about the Dick's Insider card, honestly.
it's the
Or the
it's
Dick's
the most,
bag.
It's the most talked about segment we've ever done.
I was listening to last week's podcast on my
it's
drive
hilarious.
up here, and you were talking about the fact that it was Dick's Piggly Wiggly at one point.
Oh, yeah.
And they dropped the Dick's. But what if they would have drop the piggly.
Dick's
Wiggly.
Dick's Wiggly.
No, it needs to be Diggly Wiggly.
I like Dick's Wiggly.
I like Dick's Wiggly. You know what? Dick's Wiggly kind of sounds like a radio name. Like, hi, good
Dick's
morning.
Wiggly
Good
Insider
morning. It's Dick's Wiggly in the morning.
He's very loose in the mornings.
Oh,
It's time for
no
the top
thanks.
9 at 9 with Dick's Wiggly.
Oh gosh.
That's all I had to say about Dick's Insider Club.
Anyway.
I can't.
Anyway, we can't talk about the Dick's Insider card anymore. People are going to think we're immature.
What?
We're gonna get sponsored by Dick's.
Dick's isn't. There's no more Dick's in
Dick's Sporting
Wisconsin.
Goods.
So sad.
I don't
Can't
know
go to
anything about the
Wisconsin
sports
then.
ball.
No, there's no sport. There's nobody.
There's interior design on this show. Come on, we can make it happen.
Nobody associated with
Please
sports
bring
ever
back
wants to listen
Dick's
to this.
grocery store. Thank you.
We'll even accept Publix.
Before we leave, Sabrina, Shelley is not here, but I wanted to ask you guys, did you see her Sabrina planners?
Yes.
And
No.
journals?
They're amazing.
Very murdery.
I did
Yes.
Very murdery, very
So,
dark and sinister.
Shelley has a company called Conquest Journals, and she
The
is on
best
our show,
journals.
and she's like off doing some supernatural stuff, and I don't mean like she's supernatural, like she's the supernatural.
She's not hunting ghosts, is
She's
what
not
you're saying?
hunting
Okay.
ghosts. She's not stepping
We
on
only
your
have-
territory.
we only have one
Kitsie,
person
you're
for
the
that.
only ghost hunter here. But I don't. She's like, getting product ready and doing things with
Gotcha.
her supernatural TV show journal products. But I didn't even know she announced that on our show that she was going to start doing the Sabrina stuff.
It's so beautiful.
And then the next thing I knew, we saw it, and it's like, I want all that stuff.
oh, I know.
all of it.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Do you guys journal? Do you ever like share
Okay,
thoughts?
let me tell you about my complicated history with journaling.
Go ahead, Johna.
I
You're
own
gonna say exactly the same thing.
like
I feel like
35 notebooks / journals that I have never written in.
Me too. I
I
have this
just
problem
buy
too.
them. I just buy them because I like the way the lines look on the paper and I like the front of it, and I buy it.
Girl, me too.
And then I
I
never
don't
write
want
in
to
it.
like destroy
I've been
them.
trying to write in the same journal for 10 years, no joke.
Y'all, if Shelley
I
is
do the
listening to
same
this right
thing.
now, her heart is just breaking.
I
No, I
try-
can't. I can't make myself do it.
Why?
I go see a
buy
counselor.
journal,
I don't
I'm
need a
like,
journal.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so crisp. You take the plastic off. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, right?
This is gonna look so good
Right?
with my handwriting on it.
Yes.
You open up that first page. You flip your pen open. You're like, all right, I'm ready to write.
Nothing. Nothing comes out.
I don't want to ruin the page. I can't.
Right? That's literally me.
Wait. No, you don't want to ruin the page, or you don't want to be that real with yourself.
Both.
I don't do anything important enough to actually journal about.
Right.
I buy notebooks.
I destroy
Okay.
planners all day, every day, but I cannot buy a journal.
So the problem I have,
I'm gonna take a picture of all my journals.
I'll get
and
a
show
new
y'all.
journal, and I'll be like, this is the one. I'm sticking with this one.
Me.
I get a journal,
Same.
right? And so
then
then
you
I
see
journal.
that another one out of the corner of
No,
your
no,
eye
no.
at the grocery store.
No, that's not what happens. What
Yeah.
happens is I'm like journaling. I'm sharing my deepest, darkest thoughts. Oh, this is getting good.
How dare my husband have CBS without me?
That son of a bitch. But then I have to go on a meeting for like Make-A-Wish, and I can't find a notebook, so I take my journal.
And then it's like, how
So
dare
then-
my husband do
See?
this? Notes for December.
Yes. So I'm like, how dare my husband do this? Make sure you send that sponsorship over.
Remember to send follow-up email. Anyway, back to my husband.
Nope.
And I can't like stay in order of the pages. Like I just open it up and start writing.
Oh, you're the worst.
Oh no, I have to stay in order. I even use the little ribbon thing and like place it right where I
Oh, I
stopped
hate
at.
the ribbon.
No.
I rip the ribbon
I have
out.
to. Ew,
How are they
what's
going to
wrong
make
with
a
you?
movie of your life if you can't even write it in order?
It's gonna be a lot of Make-A-Wish things.
No, it's like
Make-A-Wish
every
notes.
single movie where they flash back and forth.
It's just
It'll be
KJ in
a-
a Make-A-Wish meeting.
It'll be a Quentin Tarantino movie. That's what's gonna happen. But no, like one day I was in a meeting and I was very interested and I was writing and I was scrolling. So I have my notebook like up above me, like I don't
Are you
know.
writing in the air? What are you doing?
Yeah, like it was sort of a
She was
casual
way
meeting.
into it.
Sometimes I lay my head on the desk when I'm writing, but that's about as close as I get.
No, like we were in a casual meeting. Like we have comfy chairs at
Like
Make-A-Wish.
feet up on the desk, casual.
Yeah, and so like I have my notebook like where you could see the back, like both pages, and I went through that entire thing, and I don't know what my team at Make-A-Wish knows about my deepest, darkest thoughts, but I know that they were sitting out there for all of them to read for a solid 45 minutes.
Nice.
Before I realized that the random page I had opened up to on the back was me, sharing.
How dare he?
Note to self, never journal.
I'm like, yeah.
My problem is
Someone's
I'll write
gonna
on the
read it.
front of the page. I'll write on the back of the page. I'll skip ahead a couple pages, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm further on in my writing. I'll skip the back, write on the next page. I'm like, oh, I need a blank page. Flip, flip, flip. I'll write on the back of this one from earlier.
What is wrong
and
with
then
y'all?
I go back to read it. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what this says.
What is wrong with y'all? Oh my
I can't go in order
gosh.
sometimes.
I have to go in order. If I'm journaling for real, I literally have to go in order. Like I can't not.
No, you know what my attempt at journaling
Front to
was?
back.
Day 400, same as yesterday.
Literally.
Like I don't do anything. Day 401, I saw a butterfly today. Same as yesterday.
Day 500, I showered at 3 p.m.
But I bet you
See?
didn't
Life.
want to know that because you don't care. You're a
Y'all,
journal.
y'all are afraid of your feelings.
No, I just don't do feelings.
No,
I don't
you're
have
scared.
feelings. I'm a bitter
man.
bitch.
Yep.
That's
and
why
you're
you pay for
afraid.
therapy.
You're afraid.
I do
to
pay for
explore
therapy.
That bitter side. You just want to be bitter.
I like to be bitter.
Agreed.
Well,
Don't
more
we all?
sarcastic than bitter.
I like to be cynical.
Speaking of bitter, can I
Petty.
just bring producer Patches in? Just to give him an opportunity to defend himself.
About
For-
CBS.
Breaking the sacred bond of our marriage
All right, round one. Ding, ding.
and lying.
I
To
did
me.
not lie to you at all.
Did you just misguide the truth?
It was never asked.
He
It was never brought up. It was never asked. I mean, at no
But did
point.
you even have the thought to bring it up?
Okay, what
No.
led you to getting this?
No.
Okay.
What,
Like,
okay.
well, I want it.
No.
Chip,
Okay.
chip.
What,
Hang on,
what,
hang on.
okay.
So,
one of my guilty
hang on,
pleasures.
hang on.
Hold on.
Little-
She asked me a question.
Right,
This
I
is
wanna-
legit.
But for the person who's listening who doesn't know the backstory, Patches and I have been trying to save money, and so you have to cut out like $10 here, and
A
why am I
subscription
paying
here.
$5?
Stop buying
here,
on
right?
Amazon Prime. Yes.
Stop,
Yeah.
get
Yes.
banned from
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Yes. So we have been actively doing that, and I have sacrificed some things that I cared about, like my LinkedIn Premium subscription.
Who has LinkedIn Preview?
I don't even have a LinkedIn.
I haven't updated mine in 4 years.
I like stalking who's stalking me.
I don't.
I'm on LinkedIn. I'm a businesswoman, okay?
I
I'm
am
on
not.
LinkedIn.
Nope. I'm like, oh, you sent me a resume? Let me Google your name and pull up your Facebook.
So anyway, I'm just saying I've sacrificed some things that I care about because we were trying to save money.
Sounds a lot
So,
like victimizing.
Go
on.
ahead, Patches.
All right. So, truth be told, the reason I got CBS All Access, one of my major guilty pleasures, is the show NCIS.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Netflix only goes up till 2 seasons ago. So I had to catch up on NCIS. So I was
As
like,
one does.
$6 a month, no problem. Just fly through it real quick. And then Picard got announced, and I was like, all right. And now KJ never said a single word about wanting to watch Picard or anything like that until we were at dinner with producer Brad the other night.
This
So
is
how
a
did you
lie.
find out that he had this?
Because I was sitting there with producer Brad, and he's a big Star Trek fan, and he's watched the Next Generation was his jam, and I also watched the Next Generation. So we were having this conversation, and I was like, because he asked if we were going to talk about Picard on the podcast tonight, and I was like, I don't know that anybody on the show will be watching it, and I want to so bad, but we don't have CBS All Access, and we're trying to cut back, and we can't add another subscription.
And at this time, were you over there sweating because you knew you had this?
Patches is
No, I
being
just-
suspiciously quiet.
But at this point, I was
very
like, all right, screw it. I'm
Hey, honey, guess what?
gonna have to tell her now. So I was like, oh no, we have it.
And
She's
did
like,
you do one
we
of those,
we
I'm sorry,
do.
what?
Yeah, that's
I was like,
exactly
yeah,
what I did.
we've had it for a couple of months. She's like, we what?
Huh.
Which means
Interesting.
for a couple of months, I could have been catching up on Star Trek Discovery, which I also have wanted to watch and haven't been able to watch because I was not adding another subscription because in our marriage vows, we swore we would tell each other the truth and I wasn't going to download something and
Oh
not
my.
tell you.
Wow,
Yeah, that was
really
literally in
up-to-date
our vows. Yeah, the downloading and everything.
Yeah.
Now, so to my defense,
Streaming wasn't even a thing when we got married.
yeah, right.
Thou shalt not download without thine wife.
Right. So to my defense, maybe if you would stop journaling so much and tell me exactly what you would like to watch, then I would be cool. I'm just saying. I mean, you're digging your own grave
I
there.
love you, Patches, but whoa, buddy.
You're about to get the beat down.
Come on, that was way too easy.
Oh, that was good.
And you know how not true it is because when CBS started talking about All Access and how awesome Discovery looked and how much, and I was like, nope, I know as much as I want to watch that, I'm not getting a subscription because there's one show on it that I want to watch.
So, that's what I did for Hulu. I was like, I'm not buying it just for Handmaid's Tale. Bought it for Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
I bought for NCIS.
Hey,
it was just so happened that, hey, yay, Picard.
Just a question.
What does it feel like to have a
I wish
husband
everybody
as a
could see
traitor?
the look on her face.
Hey,
Just a question.
I'm just wondering because,
what does it feel like to have a traitor for a husband?
well, I got to tell you, Katie, there's still time to take that wedding dress back.
I already bought it.
I'm just wondering, Patches, like how we're going to balance the scales here. Like maybe you need to cancel
Do you
your...
do like an equally, like right around that price subscription to
So I'm
balance
thinking-
it out?
yeah, I'm thinking-
Or do you get rid of it and both suffer?
I mean...
No, we already watched Picard, so that ain't happening.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing here.
I mean,
what
it's
I'm
Star
sensing
Trek, it's
is a
Patrick
Vendetta
Stewart, and it's a
subscription.
dog.
I mean,
What's
does
that?
he still have his WWE subscription?
Yeah. And guess what? I just used it last night to watch the Royal Rumble.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Patches. That was a low blow.
That
I
was?
apologize.
How dare you?
I take it back. I take it back.
And I thought we were friends.
Spicy.
We are.
Son
We
of
really
a-
are. But I get around all these other women and the
sweat.
males come out.
There's a lot of angry eyes in here.
A lot of estrogen in here.
God, Patches is gonna get it so bad when we leave, guys.
I'm going to go make your food.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, you get back in the kitchen and make my dinner.
Does it require a subscription?
No, you'll get the check.
Ooh, there's a bill.
Ooh.
So anyway, we
Goodness.
did watch the first episode of Picard. It was
So all's well.
fantastic.
Good.
Everything's
it's-
great in their marriage.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They watch Picard together. All is
I
forgiven.
bet it was very tense on the couch. I was like, shut up and watch the show.
It was because I was like, "Here we go, watching CBS All Access, you traitor."
What's the login, honey?
Yeah. I don't even know. I can't even get it on my phone. I don't know what the login is. He's holding CBS All Access hostage.
You know what that means? He still wins.
He's holding it hostage.
I do
Dang.
know what the login is for the WWE though. So
Change
I
your
won't
password.
cancel
Hold that one
it.
hostage.
Oh yeah, you
Damn
can
it, I
change the
should have
password
never
on
brought
it.
that up, Patches. I'm so sorry.
My sister does that with the Netflix when we don't talk for a long time. So change the Netflix password. That way I have to call her and get it.
Petty.
I swear that's exactly what
You
she
know
does.
what I do when my sister makes me mad? I just go into her profile and just watch a bunch of random stuff and throw off her recommendations.
I did that to my brother over the weekend. I was watching like Willy Wonka and the
genius.
Chocolate
Yeah, I'm
Factory.
whenever I don't
like,
want to watch on my own account. I'll
Right.
watch on her account.
yep. I was like, I'm gonna mess up your recommended.
Because mine's all like pandemic and like murder and narcos and whatever. And then hers is like, what's this weird show that had like 2 episodes on it? And like, oh yeah, it's a documentary about some yoga guy. I don't know. Whatever I feel like not watching on my own account.
So just quick on Picard, I thought like if you're a Star Trek fan, if you watch the Next Generation, they did a good job of like bringing it back in and giving you some feels. But it looks like the story's going to be interesting. However, they're doing the same thing that they did with that Disney Plus did with The Mandalorian. So you get one episode,
Hate that.
and you got to wait a week.
Unacceptable.
Then
That's,
you get
we
another
are the
episode.
generation of we need everything all at once.
I know.
They're trying to take us back.
Unacceptable.
Johna,
Huh?
you want to talk about some of your cheesy shows?
Yes, I would love to.
Pow, 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 pow. Ding, ding,
Choo.
boo. These are the days of our lives. It's time for Johna's cheesy show update. What I call it? Sappy show update?
I don't know.
Johna.
I don't know. You always call
Crappy
me
show
cheesy
update.
or sappy, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Sappy probably is better.
Yes, they are
Crappy.
very sappy.
All right, go
no,
ahead.
not crappy. Thank you.
Go ahead with your Sappy.
Aggressive. Okay, so you guys remember when To All the Boys I Loved Before came out? Like
Nope.
last year?
Sure don't.
Wow, how rude are you
Remind
guys?
me of what that one was.
Never even heard of it till just this moment.
Dang. Okay, well, there's a book series, and it's about this girl named Laura Jean, and she writes love letters to all these boys that she has all these feelings for or
Sounds
whatever.
fake, but okay. Who does that? Who
Really?
writes love letters?
Really?
anymore?
Why can't you guys just let me be great, okay?
That's like saying she actually journals every day. No one does that.
Right? Day 3, Katie made fun of me. Again.
I'll just talk to my counselor about it. It's fine. It's fine. But no, so she writes these letters, and they're like throughout the years, like with boys that she's had crushes on, like over the years.
How old is she?
Does she
She's
keep them?
in the movie. She's 16, I think.
How many crushes has she had?
Well,
A
since she was like,
16-year-old girl has
well,
a lot
since
of
she was a kid.
Ah, okay.
So like when she was in like 7th grade to like,
I was
her, like,
married in kindergarten.
see,
Oh.
you know,
I did not have a crush until 8th grade.
I had my first crush in kindergarten. Yeah.
Like a real person? Like,
Yeah. No,
His
like
name
an
was
actual
Bruce.
person.
I named a stuffed animal after him, and that's the only reason. Can't remember anybody else's name.
My
but I
first
can remember
crush
Bruce.
sells real estate in San Diego, so oops.
My first
Oh,
crush
way
was
to
my,
go.
I know.
mine was my next door neighbor.
Mine was just a kid in school, but it didn't happen until like 7th grade.
What was she? I wonder what happened to Bruce.
My mom does this sometimes. She's like, oh, there was this guy I dated in high school. He had really great legs because he was like a triathlon guy or whatever. So they're friends on Facebook, and she'll just look at pictures of him
On
sometimes.
his legs?
Sometimes it be like,
Sometimes.
Oh,
sometimes it be like that. Okay, sometimes
like,
you
I
just,
remember him.
hey man, sometimes you just gotta go look at your old crush's Instagram page and just see what they're
And see
doing.
how much better off you are.
Do you have a picture of Bruce?
No, but Bruce, if you're listening, if you went to that Lutheran Christian school on the south side of Chicago and you remember a Christina, that's me. Contact me, Bruce. I want to know all about you. We're still married, I guess. I don't even know.
Your
Oh my
kindergarten.
gosh.
I don't think
that's
your
real.
husband's gonna like that.
That, yeah.
Hazel Crest, Illinois.
That means
Kindergarten married's real married.
That is real married.
That means Mr. Geeky is not really.
Well, I mean, there was no like
Mr. Geeky.
legalities to it. It's just, we're betrothed. I
Sure,
would
sure.
assume.
Your
I
heart's
don't know. I'm just making
been
it
in
up.
a different place.
I
this
mean,
whole
that's how
time.
like people in the past
Bruce.
did it. They're like, you want to be together? Okay, sure. All right, done.
All right, back to you, Sappy Johna.
Sorry. Hey, Bruce.
Miss you, Bruce. Love you, buddy.
Please contact her, Bruce. We need to know everything.
I think you actually just created the next Hallmark Channel movie plot.
I can
Yes.
remember what the stuffed animal looks like.
Bruce
Dude,
be
let's
gone.
do this.
At-
And then it can be haunted.
At home. Okay, that won't work on
Bruce
the Hallmark
might be
Channel.
dead.
My heart pines for Bruce.
My heart pines for Bruce.
And it's going to be like set in the 1800s prairie. And you're going to get some like podunk little schoolhouse.
And this
Dunk.
derailment was brought to you by
Right?
Kitsie Duncan
Yeah.
and Bruce.
We're writing your love
And
story.
then as you grew up, you went to the big city because you're a big city girl. But he stayed home to help with his family with the farm. And then you moved back to teach at the same school you taught at. Am I on the right track here, Johna? And
Yeah,
then you
actually.
guys met again and fell in love.
Yes, that's
Sorry,
exactly
your
how that
husband
would
you
go
left
in a
in the big
Hallmark
city.
movie.
So what about Lara Croft?
Oh
and
my God.
her letters.
Laura Croft, wrong thing.
Her name is Laura Jean. Okay, so
Sorry.
she wrote these letters, and they accidentally get sent out. Plot twist: her little sister sent them out because she was tired of her sitting at home and being lonely.
I feel that.
So her sister sends out these letters, and one of the letters was to her older sister's boyfriend, who she had a crush on before they started dating.
Okay.
So then she was trying to make it so he didn't know that she had feelings for him. So she started fake dating this guy, Peter Kavinsky, played by Noah Centineo, who I love very, very much.
That's a lot of names I don't know.
Bruce, if you can hear me. What were you saying?
Help us, Bruce.
God, you guys
To
know
all the
what?
Bruces I've loved before.
I just give up on you guys. I'm just gonna be at home watching To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Wait,
P.S.
are there,
I still
like, a
love
lot
you
of
and
letters?
cry. There were 7.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable for a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I thought actually at first I was like, how many boys does she have a crush on? Now I'm like, she only 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
exactly.
remember when you
Wow.
were
Now you're on the
16,
same
you're
page.
like,
Right, yeah.
hello, boy on the bus that made eye contact with me once.
I love you.
I love you. I've
Right,
already
so-
imagined my whole life with you.
What was your news about this movie?
It's coming out.
And it's going to be called
This-
Bruce.
To all the
The
Bruces I
sequel-
loved before, I told you.
The sequel is called To All the Boys. P.S. I Still Love You.
Ah, is she
What?
17 now and still in love?
Well,
I feel
she's
like there was a
dating.
movie already called
She's
Yes, I love you.
P.S. I
yeah,
still
that's
love
with
you.
Gerard Butler, which was a very good movie. Very sad.
Ooh.
Cried a lot during that movie.
Oh.
Doesn't
a lot.
yeah, like
Because he
someone
dies.
right?
Yeah,
Whoa,
Gerard
all
Butler
right.
dies, and I think was it Hilary Swank? I think her
Hilary
name
Swank,
is.
yeah.
It's his wife, and then she has to go on this whole like self-discovery journey or something like that. It's a real tearjerker. Like if you want to have a real good ass cry, watch that.
No thanks.
Nope, not interested.
Sometimes you do have to have a good cry. It just rejuvenates you.
So
Yes.
there's a sequel
Yes, there's 3 books.
to all the Tomb Raiders I loved before.
Yes, exactly.
P.S.
To
I
all the
love you,
boys I
Bruce.
loved before, P.S. I Still Love You is coming out on Netflix February 12th, 2 days before Valentine's Day. So on Valentine's Day, I will be sitting at home crying my eyes out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't understand the concept of wanting to cry.
I don't either.
I do.
Sometimes I just have a lot of feelings and they just need to come out.
Right,
and
but I
just
can
gotta let
just
them
do
out.
that
You
about
just
real
shove
life.
that shit down real deep.
My counselor does not
I
recommend
do.
that.
And then it explodes out and I cry over like dirty dishes or something.
Yeah.
yeah, you should have seen me watching Frozen 2 yesterday. Just saying.
What?
All the tears.
Yeah,
It's
Really?
terrible. Disney gets me every time.
Oh, speaking of that, no, we're not watching a live action remake of Bambi.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Why are you going to traumatize
They're
me?
making it. They're making it.
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm going
Ew.
to put my money on this.
Yeah.
One of the next ones is going to be Fox and the Hound.
No, I'm not accepting
And I'm
that.
not going to watch it.
I'm not accepting.
I'm not
that.
even going to go watch Bambi.
No, oh,
Why
no,
would
we're
I
not-
go through that again?
No.
I couldn't even make it through the first 10 minutes of Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, I like that one.
I haven't seen. That's the one on Disney Plus, right?
That one has
I still
cats
haven't
in
seen
it. Oh, not the new one. I was talking about the cartoon. The
Oh, no, I've
this
seen
is
the
the
car-
live
I've seen-
action one.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is
the
the
cat
live
one I
action
liked.
one.
Yeah.
The cat one.
There are
Yeah, it has
things
cats
that are
in it.
supposed to be cartoons and things that are supposed to be live action, like The Mandalorian.
Bambi
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah,
No, thanks.
no.
No, not happening. All right, Katie, let's do some trivia. Coming up at our next show, by the way, we're going to talk about
Who murdered
Kitsie's
Bambi's
other
mom?
podcast.
Walt Disney.
So you're getting your trivia ready. You
KJ
got
was so-
Kitsie's
tend
got
to go
she's got-
overtime.
She was so aggressive
Okay.
with the trivia. She was like, trivia now. Okay. Sorry.
I told you guys I have to talk to the cat whisperer in a little bit, so we got to go.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
the what?
The cat whisperer.
Stop. No, don't talk
what?
about it. Don't talk
No,
about it.
Johna doesn't want to talk about
I
it.
don't want to talk about it. We don't have time.
Do they talk to your cat or to you?
To my cat.
That's
Stop.
on the phone?
Yeah.
I was
the
trying
cat
to play
listen
this
to the
out in my
phone?
head how this is going to go
Listen,
down.
So
you
it's like-
talk to
Yeah.
ghosts.
It's
Wait,
like the
I
cat
do.
version of Cesar Chavez.
So
it
is
it
the
makes
cat on
sense,
the
but I thought
phone?
she'd talk to you and you tell her what's going on and she'd tell you what's
I don't
going
know
on with
what's
the
going
cat.
The cat's just
Oh,
blinking.
sometimes she's just like cracking up.
Is it
and
like a
having good-
FaceTime?
No.
It's just like literally on the phone?
It's like,
Weird.
hey, cat, here's the phone.
Sometimes there's a whole conversation going on, and I can only hear her. I can't hear the cat. So
What does
This
she say?
sounds awesome.
it's
This
totally
sounds
awesome. You
weird.
should talk to
No.
your dog.
What?
Dude, you
No.
should totally talk to your dog.
I do. I'm like, Murphy, stop it.
I don't have a dog anymore.
What?
What?
All right, we're ending
Cut
this
that
show.
out.
We're ending
We'll
this
talk
show.
later. I was going to tell you afterwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're ending this show.
It's not fine. We're ending the show.
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
Okay.
Oh, I
Oh
did
my
that? No, it's fine. She's
Well, you
in
could
a better place.
You can still talk to her.
I could.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, we'll talk about
Oh
it.
my God.
Trivia.
Okay.
Cut all that
Trivia.
out.
This is all getting cut out.
We're
Cut
so
out.
sorry,
All right.
Brad.
Woo, boop, ba-doo, bow, bow, bing, bing. Time for Katie's terrible trivia.
About how many Earths can fit
Oh,
in the
God.
sun?
Ooh, good question.
35.
Good question. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, yes, 35,
527.
but also more than that.
Higher.
527.
More than that.
Really?
Way more than
8,062,000
that. Y'all are off.
A million.
Gillion.
It's pretty close.
Ooh.
1.3 million. I'll
Oh,
give it to
so
you.
close.
That thing's huge.
Sure
Yeah,
is.
it's
Yes.
a star.
It's the biggest star.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest star.
It's the
It's
hottest
the biggest
star.
one we can look at.
It's truth. Hashtag truth.
Okay, next time, no space trivia.
All right, how about history?
No, I'm bad at
no,
that too.
no history. Back
No,
to
I like
space.
it. I like
Skip
space
history.
trivia.
Okay.
To space.
Okay, nope, that one's not space. Okay.
That one's not space.
Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita?
That's not
America.
space.
Pennsylvania. I mean,
That's
the United States. Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Also, no.
Switzerland.
Germany.
It's Switzerland.
Dang it.
Oh, really? Switzerland. Okay.
Swiss chocolate.
Well, I believe it. It's just that my heritage is from Liechtenstein, and that's right next to.
Oh, you mean all 800 people who live there?
Hey, I can't help it that I am a descendant of the royal
1 of
family
800?
Did you set up a
Liechtenstein.
timer?
And there's only
What a
40,000
good
the dance.
producer.
Electric slide, bring it on.
Producer Brad suggested that we use a timer so that we can stay on track.
My
Thanks,
last question.
Brad.
All right, last question.
What is a duel between 3 people called?
Menage a
troll.
trois.
What?
It is.
That was such a guess.
Well, yeah.
No.
I saw that English degree working in your
I
brain.
was just BSing too. I was just making a joke.
True.
A troll.
It's a true. And I want to see a 3-way duel, by the way.
How's it 3
You want to see a troll?
So many jokes could be made right now.
Gosh, there are so many things right now. This podcast brought to you by Trules and Dick's Insider Card.
And Wiggly Dicks.
And please go check out the wonderful Sabrina journals and planners and all the good stuff that Conquest Journals has to offer.
That I can't write in.
That none of
will
us
never write in.
That we will never write in. That
we
we
can
keep
collect.
we keep Shelley in business by buying
As
journals
long
we
as
don't
I buy
write in.
them,
Right.
she doesn't care what I do with them.
No, she actually does care.
Does
If
she
you're
really?
if you are
She's
in the,
still yelling at me about reading Harry Potter. So
Wait.
like it's been like 3 years.
Guys, I swear we're going to wrap this podcast up in a second. If you go to the Conquest Journals Facebook group, it's like thousands of people who are all sharing their ideas, and they make their planners every week, and they've got stickers and drawings, and they make their week look so pretty.
Who has time for that?
It's like it's like you and games. Like their passion is to journal and plan and make pretty things, and yours is to blow the dust off of old games and get them back out.
Yep.
All right, good talk.
Good times.
Follow us.
Two-pow.
Kinda Nerdy Girls, Twitter, Instagram. Join the Kinda Nerdy Network on Facebook.